Sherdog.com here with Dan Hardy, UFC commentator, analyst, and retired fighter?
Never retired. Never retired. I don't think I'll ever retire, to be honest. I keep thinking about having another one. I'm not too old yet, so I might do, but even when I'm 70, I'm not going to be retired.
You keep teasing us with these, man, and I've been waiting for it. So how serious consideration are you giving it now? Is it more just kind of a fleeting thought?
No, it's something that I've had in mind for a while. It's just, I've got to be in the right circumstance in my life. I've been busy with work, making sure that I'm doing a good job for the UFC as an analyst and commentator. That's been a priority for me because I'm aware that, my job is no longer as a fighter. My job is as an analyst. So I want to make sure that, I'm doing a good job with that. I want to make sure I'm as good at that job as I can be, as I was with being a fighter. So it's just, the thing is, if I fought again, it would be just for me. It'd be a selfish thing, and I'm aware of that. So if I'm going to do it, I've got to do it at the right time with the right people around me. And they're coming into the picture now. I feel like I'm kind of getting to the stage where I'm ready to start. Well, I'm moving around. People have seen on my Instagram, I'm hitting the bag, and I'm working on my conditioning. My weight's in a good place, so I'm not too far away from training camp shape, to be honest.
All right. So as far as your work as an analyst, there was some outcry online that you were snubbed in the Analyst of the Year for the Fighter Awards. Is that a little chip on your shoulder about that?
No, not at all. It really doesn't bother me. I'm happy to go toe-to-toe with any analyst out there. If anyone wants to do an inside the octagon, then they can happily have a run at it. It doesn't bother me at all. Everybody that was nominated is excellent. And the other thing as well is that everybody as an analyst has something different to offer. When you're a fighter, there's only one champion. You can either be the best or you're not the best. Whereas when you're an analyst, you can contribute something as much as anybody else can. And the guys that were nominated, the likes of Paul Felder, they're excellent. They're really, really good. So I enjoy their analysis as much as I hope they enjoy mine.
All right, Dan. So you are a very kind man, very polite. But can we get you on record saying that any analyst that wants that smoke can get it?
Any analyst that wants that smoke can get it. You come and get it, boys. I'll pull this game apart and in ways that you don't even understand. Bring it.
So one thing I do love about seeing you around Vegas for Fight Week, you just always seem to be in the best mood and just really enjoying the atmosphere. So I know that's not a perspective you'd get as a fighter, but this side of the coin, man, it fits you comfortably, man. You seem to be enjoying it.
I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, I'm here with my team this week. I've got my Full Reptile Radio YouTube guys here. They're doing all kinds of stuff. So I'm enjoying working with them and making our own content. And it's Vegas. I soak it up. I love being here. I used to live here, so I know the city well. But living here and visiting is very different. When I visit, I can really enjoy the place a lot more and rent a very fast car. I just love the place. I love the place. You've got to make the most of it. You've got to live life.
So I know you've looked up this card up and down. You've evaluated all the matchups. Which was the hardest one for you to pick how you think it's going to go?
The one I'm struggling the most with, honestly, is Arnold Allen against Gilbert Melendez. There are some intriguing matchups on the main card, of course, but for me that one's an interesting one because you've got someone that's very, very old school, that's been well established in their game, that's still very, very competitive, against someone that I don't think has quite yet found their rhythm. It's whether Gilbert Melendez is close enough to his peak to beat Arnold Allen before he gets to his peak is the question. And Arnold Allen's he's a new face on the scene, and I don't think Gilbert Melendez knows too much about him, or at least he didn't when the fight was first offered to him. So on the flip side, Arnold Allen's been watching Gilbert Melendez half of his career, and I just find those dynamics fascinating when you've got two generations coming together to face each other.
All right. Well, Dan, thank you for your time. Enjoy Vegas. I hope to enjoy it just watching you do what you do. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Good talking to you.